Okay, hello everybody and welcome back to Kampala and Kampala Road. I thought I'd just start off from where I left my last video in the issues I'm having with locomotives which have arrived from overseas and don't work. So I'll quickly run through. What we're looking at is my collection, which is boxed up here on a shelf, and I'll just run through, show you what I've got. Okay, starting from left to right. That blue rapier actually works. That's new. I got that for my son, very cheap on the, I think I got it for 49 quid on the Hornby website. Doesn't come with any DCC 8 pins. I've got to work out how to hardwire a decoder in it. This is the Flying Dutchman. CAN motor is seized in that. Not that it would probably be on my layout too much, but I do like the coaches. There is a GNER HST under there somewhere which is seized. That's a ring fill motor. The ring fill motors are seized. Here we have a Black 5, Hornby Super Detail Black 5. Got that in about 2008 I think. You can see by the price there it was fairly cheap. I fixed that. I've put a new motor in. Not having too much success with steam locos. I'll come on to that in a bit. M7 steam loco, fixed that. Again, not too much success. It's a bit juddery. Vi trains or V trains, VI trains, Class 37. That's David Lloyd George. That was the first one they released. Seized CAN motor in that one. Class 50. I fixed that. Yeah, and she's working well. In Network Southeast. Here we have, that's Kestrel. She's a A4. Yeah, ring fill tender driven, that's seized, and even the driving wheel mechanisms is rusted up and seized. What I've actually done there, I've ordered a chassis, loco driven chassis with 8-pin decoder from the current Hornby range, and hopefully I can transplant that into the body of this one and then take the motor out of the tender, put pickups on it and get Kestrel back working. Class 40 Bachmann, seized CAN motor again. I don't know why I bought this. That was a Helgen Virgin Thunderbird, Class 57, nice loco, yet to be repaired. That's a Bachmann 158, yet to be repaired. Achilles, Class 50 Hornby, in a bad way. Resolution, she's working. She's the one with the faulty PCB, so she's working really well, but lights are a problem. Standard 4MT, she's working now. Bubble car, I used that motor in that one to get my 117 going, my Lima 117. Here are 4 Vi trains, 3 37s and a 47, all of which didn't work. I've got one working, 137 working, and the 47 is working, and that was brand new. So when I pulled it out of the box, I pulled out the CAN motor, turned it with my hand until it was free, put it back in, and she works, surprisingly enough. My favourite locos are Helgens, or Helgans. There's 4 47s, all of which didn't work. One 57 didn't work, which is now working. 26 and 33. The 26 is working really well. The 33 is a bit of a problem child. She's working, but she decides when to work, not me. Got all the spare parts for these from these Helgens from House. What have we got here? Some rolling stock. Oh, there's some Lima locomotives, 47s, 37s, 50, 47. They all don't work. Their pancake motors are completely stuffed. Here we have, what do we have here? Yeah, the Class 31, the super detailed Hornby. Beautiful loco. Hated them as a kid when I used to watch them. Couldn't pull the skin off a custard. But real respect for that model. Beautiful model, runs beautifully smoothly, or did. I have the new motor for it, I haven't fixed it yet. Another bubble car there. I have the motor for that, the CAN motor for that, yet to be fixed. That's Networth South East, I think. Flying Scotsman, tender driven, completely stuffed. Merchant Navy, that's the loco driven one, brand new. Only pulled it out of the box to have a look at the CAN motor, completely stuffed. So I've yet to do that one. Got the motor for it. That's on the layout. She's a beautiful, I don't really like that loco, but full respect for it. She's a beautiful runner. N15. I'm a diesel man, not a steam man, but I've got a few steams. Duchess, oh, it's a real story, that one. I'm halfway through repairing her, just about given up. Right, over here, I'm standing on my desk because these are all at height, so excuse me while I try and find them. A few old Hornby locos, tender driven steam, that sort of thing I bought on eBay. The two 08 shunters there, they don't work, completely seized up. And the pannier tank, which is where the first loco I opened when I unpacked everything in, that's when I realised that the CAN motors were not working or seized, so she's seized. What have we got here? Oh, 108, that's repaired, she's working okay. Split head code, BR Blue, that's the first generation Bachmann 37s, working beautifully. I've got that really running well. And I'll show you these in a minute. What's that one? Aluminium 100, beautiful loco, large logo 37 with the new generation, newer generation 37s. That's not working. Repair, and then there's a few things there. Oh, that's rolling stock. Okay, that gives you an idea of what I've got to do. Big job ahead. It's not all doom and gloom though. I've been buying a few bits and pieces. Here is my Intercity 125. I've put a new motor into that one, and she's running okay. A little bit of a slow running problem, but okay. I've got a few light issues on the trailing unpowered car. There's a few light issues. Bought that in 2009, I think, or 2008 when it first came out. All the glass windows fell out of the power cars, so a bit of a VI train story there. This one is an Intercity, never been out of the box, never opened it, and I've just noticed there it's decoder fitted, so I didn't know that. Gosh. So that should work, because that didn't go to Papua New Guinea, that came from Australia. When I was looking at repairing these two, this one, sorry, down the bottom there, I saw that Rails of Sheffield was selling these for £99.99, which was the same price I paid for this one and this one, because I found the old receipt, back in 2009-10. So I bought this with the view of stripping it and putting it into the, because I don't like the Virgin livery, I just don't like it, and putting it into the BR version. But my son saw it. He loves it, red, children equals marketing bonanza. So then I went of course and bought a couple of coaches for it, and that's survived in its present form. When he's not looking I might strip it. No, I wouldn't be as nasty as that. A few steam locomotives. The Flying Scotsman, I bought that off the Hornby website. Now I hadn't bought a locomotive for about 5 years and I didn't know what railroad was. That's the railroad version, and I couldn't believe when I opened it that it's pickups on 6 wheels. I mean, that's going back 30 years in technology. And the tender was just a dumb timber basically and didn't pick up anything. There was no connections, and I was really disappointed on that. However, I did pay £45 for it, so what do you expect? So having been disappointed at that, I bought that, the proper version of the Flying Scotsman, which has not been out of the box yet. I haven't tried it, but it looks beautiful. My mum bought me that locomotive for my birthday recently, and that locomotive too. I think that's the Crusty Boiler 210O. That's my Lima 117, which is now fixed and running beautifully. Then I bought a couple of other locos. My first ever sound loco, the Gadwell. No intention of buying another steam loco, but I think it was £65, and when you get 20% off the VAT, which equates to around about 12 quid, which takes it down to 57. Then you put £8 for postage, takes it back at just over the £60 mark for a sound locomotive. I thought I'd try it. My only comment there is, I don't know if it's TTS sound or whatever, but when they supply these locomotives they should supply a packet of Panadol as well, because it gives me a terrible headache. And then this is my first diesel purchase in about 9 years. And that is, let me lean across and get it. That is the brand new, where is it? Oh, there it is. The brand new Bachmann Split Head Code 37, which was released a couple of months ago, I think. Now, I bought a lens silver decoder to go in that, but I haven't opened it, and the reason is the lens silver decoder is now in the HST, because the HST decoder gave up the ghost recently. So yeah, that's my first diesel loco to be introduced to my layout for a good 8 or 9 years. And I also bought this. Actually, I got that. I ordered that from the people in Liverpool, and it was £117, less the VAT, of course. So about £22 off that. So I got it here for around about 100 quid. But I noticed the guys in Sheffield were selling it for £10 cheaper afterwards. Not that I feel ripped off. This, again from Liverpool. Haven't opened it yet. I do like the Heldren models. They seem well built. Mechanically they're very simple inside. There's very little soldering to do. It's all plug. They all have plugs and fitments and things rather than soldering. So I do like them. Again, that was super cheap. I mean, that was well, 59 quid. Take away 11 or 12 for VAT. Add 8 for postage, and there you go. So those are some new locos, and I'll move to layout now and show you what I've been doing.